Hi everyone. I wanted to come together and do some Crackle, dragon skin, dragon scale, whatever you want to call them, sort of effect coasters. And I had this mold just lying around. It does have the holographic effect on one side. Um, so that might help it look cool too. I don't know, but I figured let's do it. Let's have a little bit of fun. So I mixed up 10 ounces of resin. I put it in 7 cups, always have to make sure, but it's really 8 cups because this cup has double the amount. So if you want to, just do 8 cups and pour this color twice, that's great. This is my push color that's going to start us off. It's going to start putting some resin down so everything spreads well. I used Octopus Fluids Resin Ink Petrol, and I only did 3 drops because I don't want the color to be overpowering. And then for my last pour cup, I put 1 drop of the petrol. Then I have a pea-sized drop of my Let's Resin Ocean White in this cup. Then I have in this cup just resin malachite, how do you say it? Someone tell me so I can stop saying it wrong. I just dipped the stick in the very, very tip of the stick and then give it a good mix because these pigment pastes tend to be a little bit harder to mix in. So you want to give it a good mix. Next, I did from Laura's Art Corner Green Zinnia, and I did a pretty good scoop on the end of my stick. Then I gave it a good mix. You want to make sure with mica powders you mix them really well or you'll get clumps. Next, I have Just Resin Sailor Blue, and I do love this color. It's a new color in my repertoire. And as if you've listened to other videos of mine, my house is blues, greens, teals, that sort of thing. Because I do like to make things that I can actually use. Last but not least, I have Eye Candy Shiro White, and I used a good scoop on the end of this stick, and then I mixed it in really well. Don't forget your safety gear. Make sure you're wearing your gloves and your mask, because when you mix this mica powder, it does tend to go in the air. So you just always want to use safety. I do keep an air purifier going right next to me, so sometimes the noise gets a little bit loud and I have to talk over it. Safety is always important. All right, so as I mentioned for this effect, we need our first pour to be this lightweight, clear sort of color, or lightly colored or transparent colored. I'm hoping these molds are really small. And I'm hoping, I just poured so much in there and I'm thinking, I don't have room for all my colors. So maybe I should reel in what I'm doing, but we'll see. If we don't get them all in, we don't get them all in. We'll start with really small pours from each cup. This pour I do want to be a little bit bigger. Like I said, it's my base. It's where my effect is going to start from. I have noticed these molds are not completely level. I don't know why. I think I just got it off of Temu. But that does impact the pour, this kind of pour. Also, the different facets impact the kind of pour too. I didn't pour all of it because I'm afraid of using too much. It sometimes works better in just round molds. See that one kind of tilts off to the side. All right, I'm just debating whether, I just have a tiny bit left. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. This would not be a good mold to do, say, a bloom in it, or that one, because if it tilts, your bloom will tilt, and that's not good. All right, so next we have our white. And I am, like I said, just gonna pour a little bit, trying to get all of our colors in. all of our items in. I am trying to encourage some staying in the center, but trying not to dribble in the other colors. Next, since I've got multiple colors down, I am using a little more caution, trying not to dribble into the other colors. I'm trying to use a good bit of the white, since we may not make it back around again. All right, now after I do the white or the mica powder, I generally want to do a colored resin cup, so I'm going to start back with the blue. And I am going to just do a little amount because I'm, like I said, running out of room. And this lopsided mold is going to be my big problem. All right, now I'm going to use some of my white mica powder. I'm actually going to need to scrape this one a little to get enough in. All right. Now we got to go with one of our colors next. Since I just did blue and we want to try to incorporate more color, let's go with the green. And like I said, I'm very close to not being able to put much more in here. So I'm just putting a little bit. I want to get a little more of this green in, if I can. All right. Now I'm going to use as much of this as I can to fill the molds. This is my last cup. It's a little more transparent. I should have put that one a little more centered in the green, but I was trying to even my mold out, or even the center out. We'll see how it works out. A little more over here. All right, well, I think they are as full as I should make them. I give them a little shot of heat. And you know, I was sitting here debating. I have a center, but because my centers are kind of off because of the molds, I think I'm not going to do a center, and I'm just going to leave it alone. If I put this in, I may put it off center, or the center may be off from that, and it just won't look as good. So we're not going to put the center in. I am going to keep an eye on them. It is craft resin, a 1-to-1 low viscosity, in case I didn't already say that. Sometimes I forget. And we'll come back when they're ready to unmold, and hopefully we got something cool. It looks like it's going to be cool, but we'll see. I'm going to fill this little thing with my extra, but we'll be back. All right, it's time to unmold these. I tell you, I love this side. They are so pretty. Let's see what they actually look like. I'm a little early on molding them because I got a little too excited. So they're still soft. Oh, what do you think about that? That's very pretty. Wow. This side you can see more of the blue. The other side is more green and white. I think that green mica powder pulled through. But I love them. So pretty. I even like the holographic. Wasn't sure about that. See, I like this too. I really like both sides. And you can, I just noticed when I was moving this one around, you can see the blue. And I'm glad I didn't put something in the center. That was a good call. See? So pretty. Let's see if this little thing's ready to come out in the center since it's so little resin. Oh, it is. This is just extra resin I threw in there. Oh, that actually came out pretty cool too, right? And I had a little left, so I went ahead and threw it in here. Is it ready to unmold? It's ready enough. Oh, that even came out cute with those colors. I did basically the same pattern. I didn't have any of the white mica powder left, but I had the green and the blue. Well, that looks pretty too. All right, thanks for watching.